here we go. Monday morning. So, okay, a little different briefing this morning. 6:39 a.m. in the parking lot of the office gym. Didn't charge my phone yesterday, so I figured, you know what, I'll just do the drive. Way better than last week. There was no weather. Traffic was chill. So I actually got here way earlier than I thought I was going to get. And now the gym doesn't open till 7 a.m. So I still got 20 minutes before the gym opens up. So I figured come to the other parking spot, do a little chat here, see what's going on, and then bring my stuff up to the office. I already got my workout gear on, and then I just run down to the gym at 7 when it opens. Bang, get in there, do the freaking workout, and then head right back up to the office once the workout's done. But today's program involves a little lat activation, some back and buys, that's for sure. I brought the running shoes just in case I'm feeling a little extra spicy and want to throw in a little cardio post lift, but we'll have to see the timing of that. Did the trusted smoothie again this morning. So the smoothie comprises of a certain amount of water that I deem appropriate for the smoothie, a scoop and a half of protein powder that you get from Costco on coupon, obviously, and that's chocolate protein, by the way. Then scoop of creatine, so that's your daily dose, 5 grams, and then the scoop of greens powder from BPN, which is basically just like your AG1, right? Just like a whole bunch of like greens put in to try to make sure that I get like my vegetables and vitamins in. And then scoop of peanut butter. That's probably around a tablespoon, maybe a little bit more, tablespoon and a half-ish of peanut butter. And then 2 massive dollops of Greek yogurt. Again, getting a little bit more of that protein in. And then a banana. Throw the banana in there, like a little kind of chocolate PB, peanut butter, banana, chocolate type flavoring. I like it. And then finish off with a little bit more water. Sometimes put honey in, but I didn't put honey in this morning because, let me tell you why. I didn't put honey in. Because I had a Krispy Kreme donut, okay? Don't hate me, all right? We were supposed to get them for dessert yesterday, but then there was more desserts brought. So we didn't have the Krispy Kreme donuts, and they're sitting there staring at me, and I was like, 190 calories, 23 grams of sugar per pre-workout, blah, 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 whatever. I did it, okay? I did it, whatever. So no honey in the smoothie this morning, all right? I did what I did. Just got to work extra hard in the gym now. So that's going to be... So that was the fuel for this morning. And then in the lunch bag, I got the trusty old rice ground turkey. And I forgot to put feta cheese in it last week. And then I just said, screw it, I'm doing it. So I got my feta in there, and then I have my little packets of hot sauce that I'll put in there. Didn't do dinners this week because Sydney's back. And today is her birthday, so we're going to go out for dinner tonight. Wednesday, I'm going to probably be going to iFly, so I'll get dinner at home. I'll get dinner at my mom's place on Wednesday, so no dinner Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And Sydney's going to be home this week, so she'll do dinner on Tuesday and Thursday, which will be nice. So didn't really end up doing the meal prep. So that's the plan for food this week. Still have the 5 lunches, smoothie pretty much every day. I guess except for maybe Thursday I won't have a smoothie because I'll be at my mom's. So I'll figure something out for that. I'll figure it out. And then the plan for the workout today, I think it'll be similar to what I did last time. I'll probably do 4x8 if I can for the pull-ups. So this is what I'm thinking. I had some time to think about this in the car, and I'm still kind of trying to get through it. So pull-ups first, wide back. Then I think I'm going to go with a barbell row, heavy barbell row, and then maybe either a single arm or another lat pull down to try to really squeeze the back, and then some sort of seated cable row for the mid back again. I'll try to do 5 sets for each one. That will give me 20 sets for the back, total volume. And then, depending on timing, maybe I'll hit like a trap type thing, maybe some shrugs and superset with like some dumbbell curls or something. I think that'll be what I'm getting after for the back. And then, like I said, time dependent, I'll see if I can mix in a little bit of cardio. I might just do like an incline treadmill with a walk. I don't know. We'll see. Play it by ear. I'm not too pressed about it. That'll be tonight. That'll be today's workout. And then maybe I might do, depending on the timing, I might do like a little spin tonight. Maybe on the bike in the garage. That'd be the first one of the year. So I might hit that. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, focus on pull-ups, barbell row, some sort of, probably a lat pull down, maybe a single hand lat pull down, and then move to a seated cable row. So that's 2 exercises for the lats, 2 exercises for like the mid kind of back, and then maybe like a trap dumbbell superset, maybe some cardio after. We'll see. But that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to get my stuff together, bring it all up there, and then see you down in the gym. Cool. I like it. Break. Damn. These are going to be harder. That grip, that's way wider of a grip. So being extended like that, definitely more of the lats, like less forearms, biceps, but those are going to be harder. back in action. So, what did we think about this morning's workout session? Good little session today, actually. It's weird how some sessions will feel better or worse than others when you're seemingly kind of doing the same things. Like, for example, the last back session that I had done, I was talking about the fact that I really was like, I felt like the lat activation, I could kind of like really feel it. And today's workout, mind you, some of those exercises, those movements, they were a little different. But I mean, the pull-ups were still the same, wider grip, which definitely made it a little bit trickier. And then I actually did bent over barbell rows. I was moving some weight on that, which was pretty exciting. And then I got to do like a single hand kind of lat row almost, which, you know, would be definitely like a lat engaging exercise. But I didn't quite feel the same pump, if you will, as I did on the other workout. But I still did like a 5x5 for all the exercises, which was cool. But let me tell you, the morning workouts, man, they are tougher to like get into. Like you feel a little bit, or at least I feel a little bit more, I don't want to say lethargic, but I don't have the same like oomph, like I'm ready to go, you know, in the morning. Whereas like if I was like woke up, like had a bit of a better sleep and then did it a little bit later, you know, got some food into me, did my day a little bit, and then was like, okay, yeah, let's go, you know. Maybe it's just because it's like super early in the morning, so I'm still kind of feeling tired. I mean, I did have my smoothie beforehand, but, you know, just some of the things that you notice depending on, you know, how your body's doing and how much sleep you're doing and what your routine looks like. Maybe it's just a matter of being a little bit more consistent at the times that you're doing it, like doing it before work versus doing it after work. Just I don't know, it'd be interesting to see. And then just did a 15-minute on the treadmill because I was kind of getting short for time, so I just did a little 15-minute on the treadmill. So still like, I think 1.5 miles, which is not quite 3K. I think 1.8 miles works out to 3K roughly. But I was kind of like hemming and hawing, and then it was funny. So I went to the gym at the office. As Monday, like not a lot of people go to the office on Monday because we technically only have to go to the office Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Or most people are managed to go Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but our manager comes in, so it's just a good look, you know, to be in 4 days a week. And the chief of staff, the new chief of staff, was there getting a workout in, so I was like, oh, you know what's up. And so you see that, and you're like, all right, let's just make sure we're getting after it. And this, and then I seen him on, and so he was doing like a treadmill workout, but it's just like one of those things, you know, it's like, you know, nothing crazy, but it's just like, you know, chief of staff, he's a big dog, sees this guy, you know, working out before, getting after that work on a Monday. Not everybody's coming in on Monday. I'm like, it's a good thing I got my ass out of bed this morning and got to it, you know. And then it just gives you, and then it was like, okay, for sure you got to get on the treadmill after the workout. Like there's like, at the beginning it was like, no, you still have to do it, but now there's like really no question about not doing it. You know, you see somebody there, just kind of gives you that little bit of extra juice. Even though, like I said, I was still kind of tired and I didn't have like the same pump. But then you see like one of the big dogs there, and you're like, no, okay, yeah. What are we doing here? There's no messing around. So it's, you know, funny how different ways that you can just kind of, you can draw inspiration or get a little bit of extra juice going when you have different things like that. But yeah, the workout felt pretty good. I mean, I tossed 45 on each side of the barbell row. I don't really do that much, or I haven't really done any sort of kind of barbell rows, so it was nice to get that in there and see how it felt. I put the 25s on. I was like, oh no, that's kind of light. And even the 45s, I think I probably could have gone a little bit heavier. But I definitely notice as the workout progresses, and I feel it the most. Like I don't feel it so much with chest and triceps, and I guess like it's a different body part altogether, but I really notice how on a back and bicep day that my grip strength and my forearms just get freaking blasted. Like, my grip is just getting so weak at the end of a workout. Like, it's crazy. And I mean, I don't know if that's a thing for everybody, or if that's just my body, the way that I am. But man, my grip just really goes out the window. Like, after two or three different exercises. It's like, holy smokes! It's like noticeable how quickly the grip strength for me starts to deteriorate. But yeah, I was happy with that, and then gonna go for dinner. We'll see what time we get back, if I get a little spin in or not. But I'll probably do another workout tomorrow as well. So try to get it. That's the thing, right? Like, if you're trying to do these kind of early workouts, you got to go to bed early, right? And if you don't go to bed early, then it's so much harder, and you feel so much more sluggish throughout the day. So it's a trade-off. I think likely try to get to bed early and then get there. But the problem too with the gym is that it only opens at 7, right? So even if you're there like 6:30, then it's not really worth it to go to the other gym, because if you go to another gym, then it's eating up into your time. So it's like, okay, maybe I get there at 6:30, start working at 6:45, but I got to stop the workout at like 8 o'clock latest, because then I still have to shower, get changed, and then drive from that gym to the office, right? So I think it just makes the most sense to just try to get to bed early and then freaking get after it early in the morning and go from there. But, and I mean, obviously tonight's an exceptional circumstance, right? We're going out for dinner because it's Sydney's birthday, right? So otherwise I wouldn't need to do that, or I wouldn't be doing that, sorry. And I could go to the gym, have dinner, and then still be in bed at like an earlier time, whereas I won't necessarily do that tonight, right? But yeah, good day at work too. There's some good changes at work, so that's pretty exciting. Mixed emotions from the team at large, so it's interesting to see that. But it is what it is, right? So you try to make the best with what you got, I guess, and go from there. I'm pretty fired up. And yeah, I mean, I'm excited. Like I said, we'll do what we can with what we got, and try to make the best of it, and go from there. But yeah, that's a wrap. That's a wrap for today's workout, and we'll see you right back here in the next one. Peace.